Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about gene therapy. What's meant by gene therapy, sir? Gene therapy. Even theory question also. Define gene therapy. Briefly describe about gene therapy. Gene therapy. You know, many genetic diseases. How genetic diseases? Due to fault of genes or due to deletion of genes. What to do, sir? So, gene therapy definition, removal of faulty gene, removal of faulty gene, removal of faulty gene, removal of faulty gene and replace the correct healthy functional gene is called gene therapy. Gene therapy means to correct the genetic diseases. Gene therapy is used to correct the genetic diseases. So removal of faulty gene and replace the correct healthy functional gene is called gene therapy. Gene therapy is used to correct the genetic diseases. The genetic diseases, many genetic diseases. So genetic diseases are arised due to monogenetic effect. Genetic diseases are disorders developed due to monogenetic effect. Monogenetic genes. Monogenetic effect or monogenetic genes, no problem. Monogenetic means what, sir? Whatever the protein produced by the gene, that gene only produces that particular protein. No other genes are producing that proteins. So that's why problem comes. So that's why genetic disorders comes. Genetic disorders. Monogenetic effect. So genetic diseases are arising due to monogenetic effect. Means one gene produces a particular protein. If the gene is lax, if the gene is deleted, if the gene is repaired, that protein is not going to produce. Then it leads to genetic diseases. That type of genetic diseases treated by gene therapy. Gene therapy. For example, first clinical trial, gene therapy, very important. First clinical trial gene therapy conducted in 4-year-old girl. 4-year-old girl in 1990 August 14. 4-year-old girl in 1990 in August 14 in Delhi, exactly Delhi. So when first clinical trial gene therapy conducted on which year? 1990 August 14 in 4-year-old girl in Delhi who is suffering from SCID disease. SCID means what, sir? Severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. Immunodeficiency syndrome. How it comes, sir? Severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. It's come by due to lack of ADA gene. ADA means adenosine deaminase. Adenosine deaminase. So ADA function. What is the function of ADA, sir? ADA mainly to function proper immune system. Functioning of proper immune system. ADA gene. If ADA lacks or deleted ADA gene, then what happened? The immune system not works properly. It leads to SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. How it is treated, this disease? ADA gene present in T lymphocytes. Exactly. So, first clinical therapy conducted in 1990, August 14, 4-year-old girl in Delhi who are suffering from SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. It's come by due to lack of ADA gene. ADA means adenosine deaminase. It's a ADA function to proper functioning of immune system. Early time, this disease is treated by bone marrow transplantation. Bone marrow transplantation. Bone marrow transplantation. Enzymatic therapy. Enzymatic therapy. So, SCID treated by bone marrow transplantation, enzymatic therapy, but it's not permanent cure. ADA gene present in T lymphocytes, T lymphocytes present in bone marrow. So then, who are suffering from SCID disease? Before come to the gene therapy exactly, that time they are doing bone marrow transplantation, enzymatic therapy. But it's not permanent cure. For permanent cure, what they are doing, sir? That is, gene therapy had been done. So question also, process of gene therapy. So then, first identified or isolate the ADA gene from T lymphocytes of the patient. Isolates of ADA gene from T lymphocytes of bone marrow. DM means bone marrow of patient. So first identified ADA gene, which is not working. It's not working here. So they extracted ADA gene from T lymphocytes of bone marrow of the patient. Then genetically engineered ADA gene. cDNA means chimeric DNA. ADA cDNA injected into T lymphocytes. Inserted into T lymphocytes. Then genetically engineered ADA cDNA into T lymphocytes. The T lymphocytes then kept in bone marrow of the patient. Then kept in the bone marrow of the patient, it's nothing but some little bit cure. First, how they are going to treatment? First, they extracted the ADA gene from T lymphocytes of the bone marrow of the patient. Second step, ADA cDNA cultured. The gene is nothing but kept in T lymphocytes and then injected into bone marrow of the patient. But it is also not permanent cure. It's a periodically, repeatedly they were given T lymphocytes. Genetically engineered T lymphocytes need to be inserted in bone marrow of the patient. Why, sir, repeatedly and periodically need to give this one? Because T lymphocytes are not immortal. Not immortal means everyone having certain lifespan. Lymphocytes having also certain lifespan. So after complete the lifespan, they are going to die. So that's why after certain lifespan, every periodical time, repeatedly genetically engineered T lymphocytes need to be injected into bone marrow of the patient. So that's why, then what to do, sir, for permanent cure? For permanent cure, the gene, genetically engineered ADA gene introduced into early embryonic stage. Early embryonic stage only. So genetically engineered ADA cDNA when introduced into early embryonic stage of stage of patient, early embryonic stage of T lymphocytes, then it's a permanent cure. This is nothing but temporary cure. So for permanent cure of gene therapy, what to do? Genetically engineered cells, engineered genes introduced into early embryonic stage. That is only permanent cure. This is nothing but gene therapy. I am repeating gene therapy, thoda concentrate. Removal of faulty gene and replace the correct healthy functional gene is called gene therapy. Gene therapy, genetic diseases arise due to the defect of genes or deleted of genes. Genetic diseases are arise due to monogenetic effect. Monogenetic effect means the gene, only one gene having particular protein. If the gene is a particular gene is deleted, that protein is not going to produce. That is genetic diseases. The type of genetic diseases are treated by gene therapy. To correct the genetic diseases, the method is gene therapy by recombinant DNA technology. So for example, first clinical trial gene therapy conducted in 4-year-old girl in 1990 August 14 who are suffering from SCID disease, severe combined immunodeficiency, due to lack of ADA gene, adenosine deaminase, to proper function of immune system. If ADA gene is deleted, there is no proper function of immune system. Then to correct this problem, they are done bone marrow transplantation and enzymatic therapy. Bone marrow transplantation, enzymatic therapy is not for permanent cure. Then they go with the gene therapies. Well, what the procedure in gene therapies are for this SCID treatment, SCID disease? They extracted the ADA gene from T lymphocytes of the bone marrow of the patient. Then correct engineered ADA cDNA injected into T lymphocytes by retrovirus. Then the T lymphocytes, correct functioning of T lymphocytes were kept in bone marrow of the patient. It is also not a permanent cure. Periodically, repeatedly, genetically engineered T lymphocytes need to be given. Why, sir? T lymphocytes are not immortal. That's why every periodical time, repeatedly the T lymphocytes, genetically engineered T lymphocytes need to be given here. For permanent cure, what to do, sir? For permanent cure, genetically engineered ADA cDNA introduced in early embryonic stage, it is a permanent cure of gene therapy. Permanent cure of gene therapy. Okay? Next concept, molecular diagnosis. Molecular diagnosis. Biotechnology application, sound concept, molecular diagnosis. What's meant by molecular diagnosis, sir? Molecular diagnosis means, sir, for effective treatment, earlier diagnosis required. Early diagnosis required. Early diagnosis required for effective treatment. Effective treatment. Early diagnosis of the disease and know the pathophysiology. These two are important. Early diagnosis and pathophysiology is required for effective treatment. What's meant by pathophysiology, sir? The disease causing organism, microorganism, were entered in the body. From there onwards, what is the physiology? How many days incubation? How much it is causing diseases? That is physiology. So not studying of the pathogen. So where it is attack to the organism. So from the body, study of this pathogen is nothing but pathophysiology. Early diagnosis and pathophysiology is required for the effective treatment. Otherwise, there is no effective treatment. So for early diagnosis, early days diagnosis, not now, early days diagnosis done by diagnosis done by serum analysis, urine analysis, sputum analysis, blood test. These are the main techniques early time. So early time, not modern days. Early time, olden days, for diagnose the disease done by serum analysis and urine analysis, sputum analysis and blood test. But it is not a correct method to diagnose the disease. It is not correct for early diagnosis. How, sir? For example, you are suffering from fever. Then you immediately went to hospital. Today morning, you consult the doctor. Then by seeing your symptoms, doctor said, go for the test. Then immediately you went for the lab technician. Then lab technician collected your sample for the serum, urine, sputum analysis, blood test. These are all things. By morning you had given the samples for analysis of the test. Then evening the reports are came. Then night time doctor came. Then your reporters are submitted to doctor by 7 o'clock. Then what happened? From morning you are suffering from fever, salmonella typhi. 40 drills are present in your body. By evening time it is multiplied very fastly. But how it is discovered for multiplied? So doctor had given the treatment based upon what report it is there. So early diagnosis not correct by these methods. So morning to evening, then microorganisms are multiplied very rapidly. So it's not correct diagnosis. So then modern methods are there for diagnosis. What are modern methods are? So after development of technology, modern methods are there for early diagnosis. PCR, polymerase chain reaction, ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, DNA probes, rDNA technology, RIA, radioimmunoassay. These are the modern methods for the early diagnosis. So can you mention the modern method for early diagnosis? These are all. Can you mention the methods for diagnosis which is used in the early time? These are. One by one PCR, polymerase chain reaction, PCR. So early time we were given PCR, polymerase chain reaction mainly amplified the DNA, multiplied the DNA and RNA. But it is a question, what are the applications of PCR in molecular diagnosis? PCR helpful to detect the low-level microorganisms present in the body. Low-level means generally doctors are given the treatment based on the appearance of symptoms. Based on the appearance of symptoms, it is not correct method. Why sir not correct method means inside body the microorganism multiplied very fastly. So early time only we need to diagnose the disease. So low-level microorganism as bacteria or a virus when present in body, that is easily detected by PCR technique. Low-level microorganisms or bacteria, virus present in the body, that is detected by PCR technique. Genetic diseases are detected by PCR technique. Not only mutations also detected by PCR technique. Then HIV patients, suspected HIV patient, they have HIV or not, that is also detected by PCR technique. These 4 points are applications of PCR in a molecular diagnosis. Next important technique, ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, ELISA. So this is ELISA mainly works on the antigen antibody principle. Antigen antibody principle. What is the principle of ELISA? Antigen antibody interaction. So ELISA is mainly helpful for the identify the HIV, AIDS disease. Sir, PCR also no sir? Yes, PCR and ELISA both are helpful for identify the AIDS disease. Suspected patients, suspected HIV patient, whether having HIV or not, that is detected by PCR. So ELISA also detect the AIDS disease based on antigen-antibody interaction. Antigen-antibody interaction means based on antibodies, they detect the antigen. Based on antibodies. Main important point, expand the ELISA, enzyme liquid immunosorbent assay. What is the principle? Antigen-antibody interaction. Next, DNA probe. Very important, DNA probe. So can you briefly explain about the DNA probes or define the DNA probe? How it is used in mutation to detect the mutation. DNA probes are used to detect the mutation. DNA probes are used in cancers to detect the cancers. Radio labeling of single stranded DNA or RNA. Radio labeling of single stranded DNA or RNA called probe. The probe, radio labeling of single stranded RNA or DNA. So then one probe means one genetic material is hybridized and made in one probe. By autoradiography, it detects the opposite material. It detects the opposite material means, for example, in one strand this is one probe. It having some nitrogen bases. So this is a probe. When by autoradiography, when detect the other genetic material, complementaries are there. For example, adenine, then opposite thymine. Here guanine, opposite cytosine. So DNA probes are helpful to detect the genetic material. DNA probes are helpful to detect the genetic material based on complementary. Very, very important. So of course, when detection of these, detection by DNA probes of particular genetic material, the particular genetic material, complementary DNA formed on photographic film, it is detected by autoradiography. Of course, this is a one sequence. Then mutated sequences are, mutated sequence means they change their sequence. Changed sequence we can't know. We didn't. So the changed sequences are not appear in photographic film. That is not detected by DNA probe. So those are mutation. Those are cancerous cell. Whether DNA probe detected the normal DNA based on complementary. Whether the DNA is changed means cancer or mutation. That DNA is not complementary to the DNA probe. That is not formed. That DNA is not formed on a photographic film. That is nothing but mutated cell or cancerous cell. That is the DNA probes. Next, rDNA, recombinant DNA technology also used to diagnose the disease. RIA, radioimmunoassay. Radioimmunoassay means very nano level microorganisms also easily detected by radioimmunoassay. Nowadays COVID-19, they are having different tests are there. RT-PCR, reverse transcription PCR technique used to detect the COVID-19. This is nothing but molecular diagnosis. Any doubts, you may chance to ask.